Just one bite. You tell yourself this every day. At a party, in front of the fridge at 11 p.m., at a restaurant when you order dessert just to try. You actually believe it. You're not lying to yourself. You really think, one bite, I'll stop. But then something happens. One bite becomes two becomes four becomes the whole package. And the package becomes guilt that lasts until morning. You sit there with an empty wrapper and think, why couldn't I stop? My name is Mike. And the answer is not your willpower. The answer is in your brain. In the first episode, we talked about why you eat when you're not hungry. Dopamine, cortisol, late night snacks, the 10-a-minute rule. One question. Today is the next level. Today I'll tell you why just one bite is possibly the most dangerous phrase in your vocabulary, and why it destroys your diet faster than any cheat meal, any relapse, any weakness. Because just one bite is not a harmless little thing. It's a trigger. It's a door you open. And behind that door is the dopamine loop, priming, loss of control, and kilograms you don't even notice. Let's break it down. Part 1. The illusion of control. Here's what science says. Researchers at the University of Texas followed 300 people for 6 months. They recorded every time someone said just one bite or just a taste or I'll just have a little. What they found was shocking. 78% of just one bites turned into full servings. Not half. Not two-thirds. 8 out of 10 times you tell yourself
40%?
just one bite, you eat the whole dessert, the whole cookie package, the whole portion of fries, the whole slice of cake. 8 out of 10 times. You're not lying to others. You're lying to yourself. And here's the scariest part. You don't even notice. Because your brain is designed not to notice.
See?
It doesn't want the truth.
I told you.
It wants dopamine. Part 2. The dopamine loop. Remember what dopamine is? From the first episode, dopamine is not pleasure. Dopamine is anticipation. It's the chemical that says do that again before you even know if it was good. When you eat the first bite, you get a dopamine spike. You feel anticipation for the next bite before you've even swallowed the first. Your brain already rewarded you for what you're about to do next. Before you did it. Here are the numbers. Researchers at the University of Michigan measured dopamine levels in people eating potato chips. The first chip increases dopamine by 65%. The second chip adds another 40% on top. Now you're at 105% above baseline. The third chip adds another 30%. By the fifth bite, your dopamine is at 300% of baseline. 300%. Your brain is no longer in control. Dopamine is driving. And dopamine doesn't care about your goals. Dopamine doesn't care that you wanted only one bite. Dopamine wants the next bite. And the next. And the next. This is the dopamine loop. And just one bite is the trigger that starts it. Part 3. Priming. The first bite turns on hunger, but there's another mechanism. Smarter. More cunning. More invisible. It's called priming. Priming is when the first bite activates your appetite. It doesn't satisfy hunger if it turns it on. It wakes it up. Sugar primes your brain for more sugar. Fat primes for more fat. Salt primes for more salt. Crunchy texture primes for more crunch. Have you ever noticed that one piece of candy makes you want a second? But if you didn't eat the first, you didn't even think about candy. That's priming. The first bite triggers the release of ghrelin, the hunger hormone. Your stomach starts contracting. Your digestive system wakes up. Saliva flows. Your brain gets the signal. Food is coming. Prepare for feast mode. You started the engine, and it won't turn off after one bite. And here's the cruelest part. The hunger you feel after the first bite did not exist before you ate that bite. You created that hunger with your own hands, your own mouth, your own choice. And then you can't satisfy it. Because it's not real hunger. It's artificial hunger that you generated yourself. Part 4. The math of just one bite. Let's do the math. Because math doesn't lie. Math doesn't know pity. Math doesn't listen to excuses. You eat just one bite 3 times a week. A bite of cake from a coworker. 1 cookie at home. 1 spoon of ice cream from the tub. Half a cookie your kid gave you. Each bite is about 50 calories. Tiny, right? What's 50 calories? Nothing. But 78% of the time, just one bite turns into a full serving. That's 250 to 400 calories depending on the food. Let's take the average at 150 calories per just one bite, accounting for all the transformations. 3 such bites per week is 750 extra calories per week. 750 calories a week. Per month are 3,000 calories. Per year are 39,000 calories. 39,000 divided by 7,700 calories in 1 kilogram of body fat equals 5 kilograms of fat. 5 kilograms. From just one bite 3 times a week. And if you do this every day, 1 bite per day, accounting for the 78% transformation rate, that's about 1,800 extra calories per week. 93,600 per year. 12 kilograms of fat. 12 kilograms. From just one bite every day. Part 5. The story of David. Meet David. David is 41. He's a software engineer. He doesn't eat a lot of junk food. He doesn't binge at night. He doesn't order fast food. He actually thinks he eats pretty well. He just eats a little bit. We tracked his a little bit for 2 weeks. Every bite, every crumb, every spoonful of just a taste. The result, 11 little bits per day. Here's his day. Morning, the bite of his son's breakfast pastry while his son isn't looking. Not the whole pastry. Just a bite. 50 calories. Afternoon at work, 1 piece of chocolate from the office candy bowl. Just one. 40 calories. While cooking dinner, a few chips from the bag he opened for guests. A handful. 100 calories, but he counts it as a few. After dinner, 1 spoon of ice cream from the tub while no one is watching. 60 calories. Before bed, a half a cookie left over from the kids. 40 calories. Every single day. Little bits. Tiny tastes. Each bite is 30 to 50 calories.
No.
11 such bites per day is 400 to 500 calories. An extra meal. A full lunch. Every day. David couldn't understand why he wasn't losing weight. He barely eats anything. Just a little bit. He works out. He tracks his protein. Why is the scale stuck? Because 400 extra calories per day is 2,800 per week. Almost 150,000 per year. 19 kilograms of potential fat. We removed those 11 bites. Changed nothing else. No diets. No new workouts. David just stopped eating a little bit. 2 months later, David lost 4 kilograms. 4 kilograms. Just from stopping the lies about just one bite. Part 6. Why you don't notice. Why didn't David notice these bites? Because they don't look like meals. You don't sit at a table. You don't take a plate. You don't turn on the light. You just take a bite on the go. Standing at the fridge. Walking past the counter. While talking to someone. While watching TV. Your brain doesn't register this as food. It registers it as snacking. Snacking. More
No
snacking.
chips,
No
no
guilt
cookies,
after the first
no
bite.
just one bite
No
snacks.
shame. Because it's just one bite. But your body
thank you.
registers. Every calorie goes into the counter. Every dopamine spike strengthens a neural pathway. Every little bit makes the next little bit more automatic. You don't notice, but your fat notices. Your belly notices. Your thighs notice. Your liver notices. Part 7. Connection to the thumbnail. The brain inside the belly. You saw the thumbnail for this video. Mike is lying on an operating table. His belly is cut open. And inside, not fat. Inside is a brain. This isn't just shock for the sake of shock. This is a metaphor that explains everything. The problem is not in your belly. The problem is in your head. You can get liposuction. A surgeon can suck out 10 kilograms of fat. You'll wake up after surgery with a flat stomach. And 6 months later, the fat will come back. Why? Because they didn't operate on your brain. They didn't operate on your habits. The dopamine loops are still there. The priming is still there. Just one bite is still there. You can remove fat with a scalpel. You can burn it with a laser. You can freeze it with cryolipolysis. But if you don't remove just one bite from your head, the fat will return. Always. Every time. Because the problem isn't the fat. The problem is the behavior that creates the fat. And that behavior starts with one small phrase. Just one bite. Part 8. What to do at 3 rules. Not just stop. Not have willpower. Not get yourself together. That doesn't work. If it worked, you would have done it already. Here's what works. Rule 1. The 0-bite rule. Remember this phrase for life. For some foods, 0 is easier than 1. 0 is easier than
thanks,
1.
I'm full.
1 is easier than 2. But the jump from 0 to 1 is the hardest. Why? Because 0 is a clean boundary. You haven't started.
Want a bite?
You're clean. You're
Oh,
safe.
no thanks.
1
I'm
is
good.
already movement. And movement is hard to stop, especially
Can I get
when
a box for
dopamine
this,
is already
please?
accelerating. If you know that 1 cookie bite will turn into 5, don't take the first bite. Just don't start. Close the bag. Hide it. Say no to the first bite. Not blindly. Looking the truth in the eye. 0 is the boundary. 1 is already the slippery slope. Rule 2. The 10-minute rule from the first episode. It works here too. When you want to take just 1 bite, wait 10 minutes. Set a timer. Leave the kitchen.
10:30
Leave the
already?
room. Leave the house if you have to.
Time for bed.
Drink a glass of water. Do 10 squats. Call a friend. Brush your teeth. Wash some dishes. After 10 minutes, ask yourself, do I still want this bite, or was I just on autopilot? 80% of the time, you'll forget. Because you weren't hungry. You were bored. You were stressed. You were on autopilot. And 10 minutes later, the autopilot turned off. Rule 3. The plate rule. If you're going to eat something, put it on a plate. Don't eat standing at the fridge. Don't eat from the bag. Don't bite off the whole cake. Take a plate. A real one. Ceramic. Put a portion on it. A real portion. One you're willing to eat without lying to yourself. Sit at a table. Not on the couch. Not at your computer. Sit down. Look at the food. Don't scroll your phone. Don't turn on the TV. Look at what you're about to eat. Eat slowly. Put your fork down between bites. If the food isn't worth a plate, it's not worth your mouth. These
As you
3
can see
rules
from the
work
Q3
together.
projections,
The
our
0
growth
bite rule
trajectory is
stops
on
the
target.
start. The 10-minute rule creates a pause to think.
Mike drives
The plate
straight
rule
home.
makes eating conscious.
He doesn't think
Part
about
9.
food.
Conclusion. Just 1 bite is not a harmless weakness. It's not a cute little habit. It's not, well, I didn't do anything wrong. It's the trigger for the dopamine loop. It's priming that creates artificial hunger. It's 5 kilograms of fat per year. It's 12 kilograms if you do it every day. It's 11 invisible snacks per day, like David. It's 400 extra calories you don't even notice. It's surgery on a table that you don't need if you operate on your habits. But here's the good news. You can stop this. Today. Right now. With this video. The 0 bite rule. The 10-minute rule. The plate rule. You're not weak. Your brain is just doing what it evolved to do for thousands of years. It was looking for calories. It was afraid of hunger. It didn't know that in 2025, you have cookies in your cupboard that you can eat in 30 seconds. But now you know the mechanism. You know how it works. And you can trick it. Not with willpower. With knowledge. Your assignment for this week. Every time you hear that voice inside and just 1 bite, just a taste, well, just this once, so stop. Say it out loud. With your actual voice. I am about to eat just 1 bite. Ask yourself, am I hungry, or am I lying to myself? If you're hungry, eat a real meal. Sit down. On a plate. Full portion. If you're not hungry, a 10-minute pause. Water. Steps. Breathing. 1 week. 0 just 1 bites. Try it. Just try it. You'll be shocked how many calories disappear without a diet. You'll be shocked how easy it is to stop when you know what's stopping you. You'll be shocked how much money, time, and energy you spent fighting something you could just understand. My name is Mike. This is Mike Feeds, a food
He'll eat it
psychology
later.
they don't teach you.
Not now.
Subscribe if
Not
you're done lying
automatic.
to yourself and ready to understand your brain. In the 3rd episode, we'll break down why weekends destroy your progress faster than any late-night snack. See you there.